So today the blog is going to feature, I guess, myself or my blog, and so there's a couple questions I want to answer. Alright, so my name is Sandy and I started Book Boyfriend Reviews 2 years ago, and then I kind of wanted to branch out a bit, and I really enjoyed watching YouTube. I decided to start a BookTube channel, and that was about a year ago I started the channel, and I'm really happy with both the blog and the BookTube channel. My niece, one day I was at my brother's house and I had just gotten the Kindle app on my phone, and she was like, why don't you try reading this book? It seems really interesting, which was Beautiful Disaster. And then, so yeah, I started reading that and I just absolutely loved it. And I found this whole community that I had never even known about before. And it was indie authors, and I absolutely just love the community. I love the people in it. I am still in a Facebook group, and through them I met so many people like me that just enjoyed reading and became friends with an author. And she told me, she was like, I really like your review of my book, and I think that you should start blogging. And I thought she was crazy, and then my husband was like, you should definitely start doing this because you're always going on and on to me about these books that I don't even really care about. He's like, maybe there's other people out there that love it just as much as you. So that's what I did, and that's how I started. 3 favorite genres. Well, obviously I love YA. YA is always going to be one of my fallback genres, always. But within YA, I love to read paranormal. Paranormal, I feel, is like paranormal and fantasy are like my 2 favorite genres to read, because the author can make up anything that they want and build this whole world and suck you into it, and it kind of takes you out of reality for a while. And I really enjoy that. I love being taken into a whole new place, and especially places where, like Cassandra Clare, she can just come up with these worlds that are so interesting and so diverse with so many characters that you, like, well, for me, I just, like, I fall into this book and I can just picture it all, and I'm seeing all these great things happening, and it's just awesome. So obviously paranormal, sci-fi. I love romance. Sometimes it gets to be a bit tedious, and that's when I fall back to my paranormal, obviously. So yeah, I think those are like the 3 main genres that I really enjoy. I mean, I'll read anything. I'm pretty open to pretty much anything. As long as the story's good and the plot is solid, I'm there. I can read it. I think I would go with Mary Shelley, the creator of Frankenstein. And the reason for this is because she was the first author who wrote paranormal. And I found it very interesting, the concept and how she came up with it. You know, it was just like she was at a friend's house and they were telling ghost stories, and they decided to write stories, and that's how she came up with Frankenstein. And I loved it. I loved that she just got this idea out of nowhere. And the fact that, like, she was talking about electricity, just different things that were, like, for us now we take for granted, but back then it was like fantasy, because these things were not invented yet. And so I think that is who I would like to sit down with and just pick her brain. Like, I just think it's amazing how she came up with that story, and I love Frankenstein is like one of my all-time favorite books. I really like it. I think things like this, I try to come up with different ways to attract readers, followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call it. And it's not so much that I care about the number of people that I have on that follow me or whatever. I love interacting with people, and especially people that have the same excitement about books as I do. I love to hear back from people, even if it's authors, whatever, what have you, I don't care. If you love books and you love to talk about books, I love to talk about books. That's like my favorite thing, and I love like reaching out to people and just, you know, talking about all these things that we all have in common. And I know, like, a lot of people, like, I can walk into a Barnes & Noble and just get so excited and be there for hours, where people who don't read don't understand that passion. They're just like, why would you want to sit inside Barnes & Nobles for like 3 hours? Like, just get the book you need and get out. And for me, it's not even like that. It's like, okay, if I have like $40, what 2 books do I really, really, really want to buy? And I could sit there for hours debating, and, you know, I just like stuff like that. So I think that's why, that's kind of what separates me, is just the fact that I like to do different types of things to attract people in that have the same passion as I do. I love blogging because I love being able to read about authors like this, like authors that I feel that are such great quality writers, but yet they don't get the attention that I think that they deserve. So I love to blog about them. I love to blog to, like I said before, just to talk about books with readers and other bloggers, and just, you know, because it's a passion of mine. So I really enjoy it, even though it's, you know, I mean, I wish there was like more hours in the day, but obviously there isn't. So there's only so much that I can do. But that's what I really love about blogging, is just the community itself, as well as getting to know authors and readers. Goals that I have for the blog, well, it's actually for both the blog and the BookTube channel, I think, is just continue what I'm doing, and especially for the BookTube channel, now that I know that, I didn't know you could schedule out stuff, and so now that I know that, I'm really excited, because now on weekends I can make like 3 videos and then schedule them out for the week, so then that way, you know, like, that's more consistent. That's one of my goals for the YouTube channel, or my BookTube channel. A goal for the blog, I think, is just trying to be different. Trying to do different things, trying out new ways to express how I feel about books and authors, and try to, you know, just stay in contact more with readers, because like I said, I really enjoy readers. And so yeah, that's pretty much that. Yay! So that's just a little bit about me and the blog and the YouTube channel.